you do there?
I work for a cybersecurity company. We're a government contractor. We're literally right around the corner from this guy's dwelling. So,
being that you're an expert in that field, are you also in that
I'm
field?
from Florida. I'm a firefighter.
So you do what again? You're
so I work for a government contracting company. I manage all their contracts, but we do cybersecurity for the government.
Now comes the big question.
Yeah.
Should she be in jail?
It may not necessarily have to be jail, but she should be slapped with something because they were very inexcusable
Actions.
Actions, absolutely. They were pretty flagrant. They were bad.
Yeah, well, and I've talked to other people that are in your field, military, top security, all that, and they said if they did 1/1000th of what she did, they would have lost it all.
Yeah.
And their freedom. So,
Yeah.
isn't it even more egregious that she was a public servant and did something like that? I mean, wouldn't it be?
It is.
Shouldn't politicians be held to a higher standard?
I agree with that, and I actually am a lawyer by trade too, so I have an appreciation for the legal standpoint of it as well. But I don't know, people like a Hillary, they don't go to jail, they don't go to prison.
Why not?
You ruin them in other ways. You ruin their reputation to the point where they can't have
I think her reputation's already ruined.
It is. And, make sure that she's kept out of certain levels of government, and it ruins her career. That's how you do it. It's nothing to say.
But she, even now that she's out, she's still going ahead and doing the, I'm going to be the force in the 2018 election. So she's not out of it. Then you got Obama behind the scenes running his shenanigans trying to undermine the current president. I mean, they got lawsuits against the president right now.
I'll tell you, you're going to be out here. I'll come back tomorrow.
All right, gorgeous. See you later. All right. So the question of the day is, the Democrats are blocking the voter integrity task force. Why?
Why?
Yeah. Why? You know about this? It's because, everybody was complaining about the voter fraud and, we haven't got fair elections and it's messed up and And Harvard came out with a study just recently, and they said it wasn't 3.5 million illegal votes. From their sampling, it was more close to 5.7 million illegal votes. So Trump said, well, let's put together the voter integrity task force. And he's asking all the states, send me the voter rolls so we can match them against dead people. To see just how many dead people. They won't do it. They're balking. That they're suing now the task force for even asking.
I don't know what that's about.
Well, as a lawyer, what would you suspect? I mean, if someone
they have
tries to
hide, I mean that's
yes.
But I don't know that the Democrats were really actively engaged in any kind of true voter fraud. Like, I just don't believe that.
Seth Rich?
Or at what level? I don't know I don't know what level. It could have been happening at some level. I don't
of the Seth Rich case?
No, don't know about the Seth Rich case.
Seth Rich was murdered on July 10th last year. He was the guy that handled the databases for the DNC. All the emails, you're in your field. He was in your field. He was murdered in the middle of the night, execution style, on the streets of Washington, D.C., and the D.C. police called it a botched robbery. Julian Assange of WikiLeaks, who, let out the Clinton emails, put out a $20,000 reward for the murder of Seth Rich, basically saying it was Seth Rich
that did it.
Now, Seth Rich alleged that he was a staunch Bernie Sanders supporter. And apparently he was completely incensed over Clinton stealing the nomination from Sanders, because there's a lawsuit against the DNC of Bernie Sanders supporters for her stealing the election or the nomination. So the DNC doesn't put out an award for Seth Rich's murderer, which is odd. I mean, he worked for them.
But an award to those that probably killed him.
So
Come with steps.
who murdered Seth Rich? The deal is that obviously, I mean, it's looking that Seth Rich was the leaker to WikiLeaks of Clinton's emails, and he was murdered for that because the Podesta emails said we have to make an example of him. Whoever leaked those emails, we have to make an example of
Which
them.
they
That's what
did.
Podesta, which they did. Which they did. So this is the beginning. Now, at the beginning, the parents of Seth Rich hired a private investigator because the police weren't going anywhere with it. The private investigator started uncovering DNC, Democratic National Committee, involvement. They fire him, the parents do, and now they're coming out and saying, oh, we don't want to know who the murderer of our son is.
Interesting.
So to say that the Democrats wouldn't be involved in, I mean, I'm sorry. You look, governments murder people. They are the biggest murderers of people. Democide. Hell, they're trying to get rid of us now because they're putting fluoride in our water, GMO foods, poison in our vaccines. What's this all about? If they really cared about us, they wouldn't be trying to poison us, would they? So how's the cybersecurity in Washington now? Is it?
The cybersecurity in general in DC. Well, the type of work that we do. I mean, we work mostly for Air Force defense cyber. So we're doing stuff that's just on a level that I can't even talk about.
Of course you can't talk
most
about
of it.
Of course you can't
I
talk.
can't even talk about it, but it's. All I have to say, there's a lot of work there.
Yeah, I can't imagine
There's a
there's things
lot
going on that
Yeah.
are beyond description. But
Yeah.
that's another thing that bring it up, secrecy. I understand you're not talking about defense, of course. But one of the things that I see that how they control us or keeping whistleblowers down is everybody signs a secrecy agreement now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You see that too?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, if you say anything, your family, everybody you know will dig up your family's grave. We'll persecute them.
You'll be dead just like the other guy.
So,
Yeah.
so wrap. It's nice meeting you, Uncle Sam.
Oh yeah, here let me.
Badass Uncle Sam.
There it is. Here, let me give you a get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton.
Oh my God, I can't. There
There you go. It's on my YouTube channel in the back.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
You have a good day, sir.
Oh, God bless you. Bye bye.